Welcome guys to a brand new video on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. So right now we are in the game because I've already summoned for this amazing character, Rapi Red Hood. Go ahead and check out my summons for her. She is absolutely broken in my opinion. We are going to be testing her right now in the game. In terms of investment, not the best investment, especially with the overload. Like this this is ass. Okay, we have this over here as well with decent, I guess, pretty decent, average, honestly, pretty average build, completely average build. But we're going to be testing her out. We're going to be comparing her damage against the other top DPSs in the game, Red Hood and Cinderella. Now I've already done a little testing, and I was shocked because her damage is actually comparable to the top tier DPSs in the game, and I need to make sure I check if it's even better. So in terms of skills investments, 767, not the best again, especially when you're comparing it to the other DPSs that I'm going to be comparing her with. 10. Oh, that's crazy. Cinderella, where are you actually? For some reason, Cinderella is all the way at the back, even though I've invested heavily into her. There she is. So this is Cinderella. Oh my days, better investment, 999. Okay, so you can tell I have definitely invested in this unit. So let's just see how she performs. I'm gonna definitely first do this though, because it doesn't really help that much, but it's something we need to do. Sorry if you can hear the clicking noises. I'm using a different mic than I usually do, so it does pick up all these little noises. Okay, there we go, and we are good. I don't really think that made any significant difference, but it is what it is. Where is she right now? She's still there. Okay, and yep, investments in this. She's technically an Elysian character, but she's also overclocked, or over what is it? Is it overclocked? Overspect, not overclocked. Overspect. I think overclocked would have been actually better name compared to like overspec. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree. I think overclock is better. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna leave the investment. Oh, catch you now. I'm gonna change this unless she needs hit rate. I don't think she needs hit rate. She is a very unique character, similar to Red Hood, where she can be used as burst 1 or burst 3. Red Hood can be used as burst 1, burst 2, burst 3. She is burst 1 and burst 3 only. Okay, so activate at the start of the battle and at the end of the full burst. Effects differs according to the squad formation. Activates only the corresponding effects. So effect self if there is no burst 1 units. Okay, and what you get is this new ability, combat assist. So it changes to burst phase 1, and from that you basically get removes combat wait, if there's no burst 1, wait a minute, what? Affects self if there's no burst 1 allies, removes combat assist, but it literally says affects self if there's no burst 1 allies, combat assist changes to burst phase 1 continuously. Confused. It says it removes it though, but on top it says it does. Someone explain that to me. Anyways, activates activates self if there are burst 1. Oh, if there are burst 1, sorry. If there are burst 1. Okay, cool. I was kind of confused. I read it wrong. So removes combat assist. Affects all allies if in combat assist status when entering full burst. So if she is combat assist, so if she's stage 1 or burst 1 character, she basically reduces cooldown of burst skill, increases attack. Affects self if not in combat assist, so if she's not in phase 1 or stage 1 or burst 1, she basically increases her attack by 83% and also increases damage to interruption parts as well. So I think this is a very important skill to level up, especially for that cooldown of burst skill reduction. I think that's very important that you level it up. Now for the second skill, activates at the start of battle, affects self, applies damage as strong elements to electric code enemies continuously. Projectile attachments damage is increased as well. So this is what happens if she's attacking strong elements to electric codes enemies. That's it called. Effects after 120 normal attack. You definitely want max ammo capacity, okay, and increase attack as well. Affect self launches the projectiles that attach to the hit location. When entering full burst, the projectile explodes, basically, okay, dealing damage. And then she also gets max ammo capacity 1 round. Okay, just damage, I guess. And then burst skill, when used in stage 1, basically affects self. Cooldown of burst skill is reduced by 20 seconds. Okay, this basically allows her to be a good consistent burst 1 unit. So our normal burst skill is 40 seconds, but if you use her as a burst 1, she's able to reduce that to 20 seconds. Exploding radius is actually increased. Affects all allies, is basically increasing attack based on caster's attack, so attack is very important to her. But if she's used as a burst free character, she basically does huge amount of damage, final based on final attack as well. And it affects self. The explosion radius is increased again. Projectile attachment damage is increased by significant amounts as well for 10 seconds. Projectile trigger count is also reduced 60 times for 10 seconds. So very unique character. I think the burst skill 1 also, just level all of this, honestly. I do think she's extremely strong. So now let's test her out. Oh, I don't believe, let me check if I can give her this. Let's see. She needs what? Shopping commander. I don't have any selection for that, so nope, I can't do that. Anyways, I'm going to be using her as a burst free. We test her out as a burst 1 as well later on, but right now it's burst free. We just want to see the damage. We want to see the damage. Okay, so weak points is water. We're going to be using this. I already showcased this team a bit, testing this damage out a bit as well. So we're using burst 1 litter, damage buff. We're using crown as well, Rapi, Red Hood, and we have Cinderella. To be honest, we don't necessarily need Cinderella. We could use another burst 2 character like Naga. This is like defensive in nature. Actually, we're going to be testing against bosses and not against mobs. So we do it like this: burst free, burst free. Yep, okay, perfect. We're going to make sure all of them have the cubes. Okay, let's sort you out. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna go against bosses as well. 3 minutes, and we've tested this out before with different teams, like full pilgrim team. I don't know if I released a video on that actually. I can't remember. Anyways, if you guys are enjoying this video, the first part of the video was just taking a look at her kit. Now the second half is going to be testing her, testing out her damage, and then later on we'll test her out as a burst 1 unit. But I don't think a burst 1 had that crazy amount of buffing for the team, but that's something we will need to see. Now we're going to put this on so you can see the animations of her burst skill. So let's go. So she is going to be bursting first. There was no animation actually. That is strange. Okay, we put it on, and okay, this is the damage. This is actually crazy good. We're gonna retry this again because I want to make sure I at least show you guys the animation of her burst once. Okay, so let's go. Where is this? There we go. Okay, so this is Red Hood. Not Red Hood, but we have 2 Red Hood on the field, guys. That's crazy. Rapi, Red Hood, and oh yeah, crown. Oh crown, you beautiful. And then we have Rapi, Red Hood, and the normal Red Hood. Very amazing animations, and there we go. Again, this is against bosses, so we're gonna see the damage at the end of this burst to see how much damage was able to be done by her. Okay. Damn, 88 mil. Is that 88? It's 80. Sorry, I'm blind. It's 80 mil. That's crazy good. Now Red Hood is about to do her own damage, so let's see how this. Why the flip did she? No. That was not what we wanted. That was literally not what we wanted. At least I was able to see this actually go wrong. This is not what we wanted, guys. Why did that? Damn, that was annoying. That is actually annoying. Damage 52 mil. This I'm gonna call it quits for now because like I think that is already crazy. Like, let's see. Okay, it's the end. I'm not gonna carry it on for like 3 minutes, but you can see this is crazy. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. Red Hood is a character that does amazing damage when she bursts. The normal Red Hood. Rapi Red Hood is just amazing damage. All around, okay? And we're gonna do this. I don't think we can't burst, can we? Oh no, actually it's fine, it's fine what happened, okay? There we go. Let's see the damage right now. Actually, we end it. We check the damage when this goes away, and done. Oh my days, she's disgusting. Now I need to test this out against Cinderella. So Cinderella already out DPS quote unquote Red Hood with the burst damage. Cinderella already out DPS's Red Hood. So I want to see now against Cinderella, against bosses. Cinderella versus Red Hood, Rapi Red Hood, to see who does greater damage against bosses. But at the same time, Rapi was also pretty good. Rapi Red Hood was actually pretty good against mobs for my testing as well. I do think Rapi Red Hood is busted, absolutely busted. Oh, okay, it's closed the gap. The gap closed. This is 168 or 60 something. Yeah. So yeah, Red Hood is still strong. Like, but then again, Red Hood just no, that was Rapi. Rapi bursted, didn't it? No, that was Red Hood. Red Hood was one that bursted last. So I think it's Rapi now, right? I think it's Rapi who gets the burst. Yeah, it's Rapi now. Okay, that's why. Okay, when Rapi, to be honest, that was it balanced before. It was the damage is comparable, but then again, my Rapi Red Hood did not have as much investment compared to my normal Red Hood. So take that with a grain of salt, I guess. Yeah, look at this. Yeah. Okay, but then again, this is Rapi with one extra burst compared to Red Hood. So I do think I can call it like she's strong. She's really strong. Really strong. Another top tier burst free character. Done. Now let's go ahead and check this against Cinderella. Of course, this is not going to be Cinderella's best team, guys. Cinderella's best team is with Rogue, okay? But for now, we can just test it like this. We are going to test it like this. And yep, like this. There we go. So again, like I said, we can't really hate on this if Rapi Red Hood is dealing more damage than Cinderella. It's not really hating. They're both broken. I can really tell. I'm gonna have to do this though. We don't want to see the animations anymore. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's go. Let's start popping off. Let's see who can do good amount of damage. Cinderella's investment is also pretty high as well. So that's something we're going to check out. But the thing is, Cinderella does not necessarily have to burst to do crazy damage. So as you can see, she has not burst, and this is Cinderella's damage. That's actually pretty good. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Let's go. So this is Red Hood, Rapi Red Hood, sorry. It's going to be so hard to say her name. I have to come up with a shorter name for her. Okay, Cinderella is about to go nuts. Let's see. So now both of them are equal, 1-1 in terms of damage. So we check the damage when the burst cooldown is off. Done. So, oh, Cinderella is crazy good, actually. Really good. Rapi did 93 mil. Cinderella did 129. So Rapi, well, again, investment is important. So will I assume that if I invested into Rapi Red Hood as much as I did with Cinderella, the damage will be equal? Maybe. But I still would say like maybe Cinderella has a slight edge. Again, this is not Cinderella's best team as well. So, yeah. That is something to pay attention to as well. But again, so Rapi Red Hood's build is not that great. So, yeah. And now the damage is evened out with the second burst that she did. So Rapi Red Hood 2 burst. Cinderella is about to go on her second burst. We see, yeah, I think both characters are extremely strong, but I do think Cinderella might have a slight edge. But at the same time, Machine Gun, in my opinion, is slightly better in PvE to use compared to rocket launchers. So I do think Rapi overall might still be the better units. Yeah, I think slightly like machine gun is always better to use than the rocket launcher. Even though Cinderella's rocket launcher shoots like really fast, I would still prefer Rapi, I think. Now, what we want to see though is supportive capability. And the way to do that is we're going to make her a burst 1. So first thing, we are going to check this against Litter. So if she does good amount of buffing similar to Litter, I'm just going to assume she's that strong as well. Like this. And we do 1 minute testing. I don't want to go all the way to do 3 minute testing. It's going to be long. So we do this. Put Bastion. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Everyone has it. There we go. So we're just testing the buffing capabilities of this. And we'll see how this works. We maybe actually no, we do the full 3 minutes. I'll just cut it so that you guys don't have to see it. We're only going to do 1 testing, but of course, for like scientific reasons, you should technically do 3 testing and then get the average and see if it's worth it, if the buffs are just as good. And just like I said before, Cinderella's best team is with Rouge, so take that as you will. And actually, I've never actually tested Black Shadow against Cinderella, so this is now when each of them have done the burst, so we will actually see the damage later on. Let's just see who did the most. I've never actually tested it, I don't think. Yo, that's actually strong. Scarlet Black Shadow is actually pretty strong, but then again, the damage, actually this is very similar to Rapi as well. That's actually very similar to Rapi. Very similar. Okay, so this is done, and this is the amount of damage we were able to do. So that is something I'm gonna have to take a picture of right now because I'm not gonna remember. So let's just quickly do that right now. So this is using Litter as the buffer. We're gonna have to take a picture of this as well. Go ahead and switch this out right now, and no gameplay will be shown. I'm just gonna show you at the end what we got as a result. Okay, so Rapi goes in there. We will give her the Bastion. Sorry, Litter. And let's see how she works as a buffer. Okay, so AC Gamer is back, and as you can see, yeah, basically this team did better damage, and this is whilst using Rapi. Now, one thing I would like to say as well is like this is only 1 testing, but what I wanted to check from this testing was whether or not she can actually be used as a burst 1, and is she viable. Even if the numbers were slightly different, it wouldn't matter. She is viable and is useful as a burst 1 unit as well. So if the answer or your question you're asking is she a good burst 1 as well, the answer would be yes based on this. But of course, you need to remember that what's it called, Litter did provide a lot more rather than just attack buffs and the cooldown stuff. Also, again, investment is important. So this is the scale, well, the damage distribution. I'm not sure if you guys can remember from the last one, but last time Scarlet Shadow did 532 million basically, and right now it is 535, so not a significant difference. Okay, last time Cinderella did 741 million. Right now it is 705, so less damage, actually less damage this time. But because we got Red Hood doing more damage than Litter, the overall damage you dealt is better. But at the end of the day, it just means that this new character is actually very good as a burst 1 unit. It does not mean that I can't say for certain if she's better than Litter as a burst 1, even though we did more damage. It's not something I can say right now, but I can say for certain Rapi Red Hood is broken, must summon, absolutely get her. She's absolutely good. Go ahead and get this character. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.